Zach, I noticed that the entire house is wrapped in blue.
It is.
Definitely trying to seal this place up, huh?
Yeah, so like, look at this wall, right? We have this sheathing, and it used to be tight, but it's since shrunk, and we have gaps. And then there's these holes where they blew in insulation, and then thousands of nails. So this house is basically a sieve, right? And although we're putting siding on the outside to keep water out, there's a lot of holes in the siding, and there's a lot of nails going through the siding. So what we want is this water-resistive barrier that's continuous on the exterior of the house, and you can actually feel it sticky, and it's adhered and rolled on to the outside of this to make this a watertight home.
Yeah, I mean, I threw around WRB, but I mean, that's what it is, right? That's the water-resistant barrier that you're talking about, because even after you put the siding on, you're still making penetrations, right? You still have to protect against the wind and the water.
Exactly, and this has the benefit of being water resistive even when a nail is puncturing through it.
Right.
And it's also going to have a gasketing effect, so it's going to have the value out of keeping it airtight, meaning this house will be more comfortable because cold air won't be coming through all those nail holes.
And so you're pretty convinced that this is a big step up from what we've used in the past?
It definitely is, and I've actually got a demonstration to show you that.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Wizard, very fancy.
Pretty cool, hon. We have a little experiment here. So basically we've got 4 different barriers that you might use on the outside of a house, right? And basically we've got a column of water pushing down on that barrier, and that represents rain that is wind-driven or rain that's trapped behind the siding and wants to get through. So the first type is felt paper, and that's basically just asphalt impregnated builder's paper.
That was on the house originally.
That was, exactly.
So that goes way back.
That's version 1, and then, you know, in the early 80s, late 70s, they came up with house wrap, which is just a woven plastic, which is easier to install, more durable than the felt paper. Mm-hmm. And then we have an impregnated panel. This we used on the addition at this project, and basically the barrier is painted or applied onto the sheathing we're already using, so it saves us a trip around the house. And then finally we have what we used on the old work, which is that self-applied membrane, and that's stuck onto the outside.
The point being that all of these membranes are going to be penetrated, sort of by design. And the question is when they're penetrated, how are they going to handle the water and air management?
Exactly. We're going to put probably thousands of nails and screws through this house as we apply the exterior trim. And how is it going to handle that when we put some water in it?
I'm excited.
All right, let's find out. I'm going to start with the felt paper. Yeah, you can see it seeping out from under the paper, through the nail hole, leaking out.
That took about 2 seconds. We're going to have a mess on our hands soon. Let's keep going. Let's do house wrap.
All right.
Oh, yep, there it is too. Not quite as fast, but 5 seconds instead of 2.
Still coming out.
It's still coming out.
All right, let's fill up this one.
This is our impregnated panel. Nothing yet. So far, we're longer than the previous 2.
Let's put water in the final one, the self-adhered membrane.
Good so far.
So far, so good. And we want to, you look under the membrane, under here is where we want to, where we'll expect to see water, and I don't see anything coming out there right now.
So we end up with basically failure on the first 2, but we have a victory here. This is what you're using on the addition, so this is a good choice. And we have victory here, and this is what you're using on the existing house, so that's also a good choice.
Yeah, it's much easier to install these correctly than it is to install these correctly. There's a lot less detailing, and they're more durable once installed. They're harder to tear, etc. So not only are they going to be better at water now, but 20 years from now, they're still going to be more effective.
And how effective is it against air?
It's substantially more effective. These are getting lapped over each other and detailed with tape. The boards get detailed with tape and liquid flashing. So these are very effective in keeping the house nice and airtight.
Yeah. Well, seeing is believing, so nice experiment. Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.